A few days ago, I made a Funky Friday video where I tried to expose cheaters, and let's just say it did not get the best response that I was expecting. Quite a decent amount of people called me out for not catching cheaters in Funky Friday the correct way. So today, I will be going over all the clips and try to explain my thought process of all the videos that got called out. So let's get into it. Starting with the first clip, Bomber's run insane left side full combo. People questioned me about why I said that this play was legit so early. Well, Bomber was a pretty well-known player in the Funky Fighter community, carrying around 8,000 subs. Now, I just want to say, before we get any further, having a lot of subs doesn't mean that you're legit right away. Look at the Youngford Snack for example. He got popular off by showing off his bot showcases. But Bomber, in the other hand, he has a ton of story playing with people, with his insane Funky Fighter records and even an appearance on Silly Franco's top 10 plays YouTube video. You can probably see where I'm going with this. This guy is legit. All these things are just Roblox stats, nothing to do with scripts at all. So that sums up our first case for today. The same can be said for Silicosis Innit PFC, which was another known player in the VSRG community, sharing his EP skills to the world and telling us that he's the GOAT. Sorry Silicosis. Run Insane 1.3 is easy for us because we know that it's cheated. Same with Pooper's left side PFC, which is not humanly possible. So let's talk about Unfairness 2X FC that was not on mobile. We found out the person had used hitbox offsets because this person got a sick judgment on over 200 milliseconds, bigger than the normal plus minus 50 milliseconds that we usually get. Then we see that the player uses slow scroll speed. I made an assumption on the video that using offsets and slow scroll speed will make the gameplay easier, which I will say that even now I still agree. I personally think that when there's offsets involved in your gameplay, the timing window of these nodes can be way bigger than usual. For example, the sick judgment, 50 milliseconds is 0.05 seconds. 216 milliseconds, however, is 0.2 seconds. That is a big difference. But then, that brings another question. If we don't use offsets at all, would this be still possible to achieve? Well, the answer is also yes. This is definitely possible if done right with double setup. So, with this person using slow scroll speed as well, it can be an advantage for yourself to abuse double setup and have a better chance of FCing the song and less hope for accidental ghost taps. Ghost taps are usually the full combo killer every time someone wants to use double setup. So when this guy uses settings like these, it's hard to say that it's done the right way, but this play is still legit. No cheats were involved in this play. So what about Saitama's play on Silly Franco's video? Is it legit or is it cheated? Well, he's cheating. He first PFC bleeding, which by the way is not possible to PFC if you have common rhythm game knowledge, but he plays it out by randomly getting one miss on the song so that it becomes more quote-unquote believable. Then he does the same thing on Bloodshed. Coincidence? I think not. Silly Franco even pointed out that the person was cheating. Even if he gets a lot of misses in the other songs in the video, it just makes us no longer be able to believe him because we now know that Saitama has scripts in the back. Now, this guy is a really funny person to talk about. He first starts off the video with an Unfairness full combo with 99.99%, but only decided to show the ending of the song.
Okay, welcome back to a new video. I just got 99.99% on Unfairness. How?
Then this really suspicious ending where this dude's hit sounds match perfectly with jump trills of the songs. Keep in mind that these were not actually just jump trills, but also anchors. Anchors are notes that are super close to each other. Sometimes, it's so close that we have to release two keys at the same time instead of one at a time, resulting in one single hit sound, which is also known as manim. There's a video dedicated to this topic, so if you want to know more about manipic notes, make sure to go check this video out. I will put it in the description. This play, however, it's one at a time for all of them perfectly. Then if that wasn't enough, he was stupid enough to accidentally show his cheat menu. Yeah, that's crazy. The script that this person uses was also found in this video, so that sums everything up for this case. So what about the blurry vision of the Unfairness play? Well, it's not just the blurry vision. The accuracy is also hidden. Before we go any further, remember the script the last player was using? Well, that script also has a menu to blur interface, which blurs the gameplay. Now, if we compare both of the gameplay, you can see that it looks the same. Now, this play immediately becomes fishy. Then, we get to see the player PFC this. Some of these patterns are humanly possible to PFC, but some of these birds are most likely never going to be PFC'd. I have no explanation to say how I can know doing things like this means that it's cheated, because scripts are getting so advanced nowadays that people can just set a specific MS to play and even purposely getting one miss on a song to make the gameplay look more believable. But this is just common knowledge that all rhythm game veterans need to know. When you spend years playing the game, it is easy to tell which play is cheated or not so that it will play out for this case. So what can be accurate with milliseconds? Well, PFCing Agoti left side isn't something that we see every day. That's why we see this video. On this play, I paused many times to show you guys the timings that this person usually gets. We get numbers like 29, 32, 34, 31. This was cheated. Why? Every single note that was hit in this video was a positive timing, meaning that all of the timings were early. Not just that, but the inhuman consistency that this person has, having a difference of only around 10 milliseconds throughout the entire song. That, by the way, is 0.01 seconds of continuous consistency for 2 minutes straight. So that is how I know that this person was cheating. Hitting all the notes can obviously be done, but hitting all the notes at that kind of consistency is not real. Finishing the last play with the Dream Battle PFC, quite a few people are trying to claim that this person is legit, but let me tell you, it is not. Why? Well, most of the note timings that were done on this video were late. Now, you could try to argue that it could still be technically done by a human, and I'm not going to deny that. You are absolutely correct with that, but does that mean the play is legit then? Well, not in the slightest. Just like the last play, the consistency of the play is also questionable, being only 10 milliseconds of difference. Now again, if that does not answer your question, here's 3 more videos of this player doing the same exact thing on these videos, hitting most notes late once again, and have the same exact consistency. So that probably answers your question. Getting that consistent on one score is insanely difficult but possible, but setting that on every score is another story. So don't let these cheaters fool you. Even I am not an expert at this, but it's still not impossible to see which plays are fishy and which ones are not. So you have it, the full explanation of the video. The reason why a lot of people took my video the wrong direction is because I never really explain what I see in full detail on my thought processes really are. But for those skeptics, I hope that this sums up your claims and make you at least understand. I'm not just here to look at plays for a few seconds and just call that a cheat, but actually looking at things that I see in the video and try to analyze them before calling them out. From all of this, just be a legit player so that everyone around you can be proud of you, including yourself. I will see you guys in the next video. Peace!